She'll call us in when she's ready.
We're already paying $30 for a 50-minute hour.
You just don't want to be here.
How'd you figure that out?
You're supposed to be doing this for yourself.
What, so some shrink can tell me I'm a pig? I know I'm a pig, like most guys. Look, women want everything from one guy. Guys want one thing from a lot of women. It's human nature.
You're right, we're wasting our time. Dr. Burke? Dr. Burke?
Eric! Eric! She's got scratches on her arm, a bruise on her neck. She went a couple of rounds before she was counted out.
What time was that?
8 to 12 hours ago. Single stab wound to the chest. We're still looking for the weapon.
I don't see a purse.
It's in the desk drawer, along with her wallet, $78 and a half dozen credit cards.
Make sure she gets a rape kit.
Right.
Look at this. Love letters. Dear Molly, signed Gary. Dated 16 years ago.
Well, we look at their state of mind when they got married. If they lacked due discretion of judgment.
Meaning what?
Well, if they, bride or groom had a screw loose or their fingers crossed when they said their I do's, it's ground for annulment.
Dr. Burke was supposed to have read their minds 16 years back.
Right. The Kilpatricks in happier times. Pretty hair, huh?
Pretty fire red hair.
Say hello to the blasphemous whore with the crown of fire.
I had some concerns about the annulment evaluation.
Concerns?
Questions. Why?
She was murdered Tuesday night in her office.
You think I killed her?
We're talking to everybody who had business with her. Where were you Tuesday night?
Here. With my son, Billy.
Any argument you had with Dr. Burke?
No, it wasn't an argument.
But you were upset about the annulment.
I was upset at my husband. He wants the church to wave a wand and pretend our marriage never happened. To turn our son into a bastard.
He wanted you to roll over so he could remarry.
Uh-huh.
And if Dr. Burke said so, he'd get his annulment, wouldn't he?
Mrs. Kilpatrick, did Dr. Burke tell you what she was going to recommend?
I think I've said everything I want to say. I'd like you to leave, please.
I don't know what she told my ex-wife.
I spoke to Dr. Burke on Monday. I got the impression things were going our way.
Was Burke going to recommend for the annulment?
Well, she didn't come right out and say so. But as Gary's attorney, I was reasonably optimistic.
And did you share your optimism with Mrs. Kilpatrick?
I may have mentioned it to her attorney. By the way, did you find the evaluation?
The Archdiocese said she was still working on it. You in a hurry to take another walk down the aisle?
My fiancée is a devout Catholic. I don't want this thing to drag out.
Conviction.
I don't see a strong case here.
I don't see a case here at all. Nothing specifically contradicts her alibi, and nothing directly connects her to the crime.
So far, carpet fibers from the victim's office have turned up at her house, and hair matching hers was found at the crime scene.
All of which can be explained innocently.
All we need is a speck of blood where it doesn't belong.
I didn't kill her. Why don't you believe me?
Molly, please let me handle this. Are you putting Mr. Kilpatrick under the same microscope?
His alibi can be corroborated.
By David Harrigan? Before you take his testimony at face value, look at his banking practices.
Yeah, well, look, we're not going to settle this today. Let's talk about chopping this bail in half.
Out of the question. Now, if you want to talk about a plea.
With what you've got?
Given her state of mind, we're willing to go to man one. That's a minimum of 8 years in prison, Mrs. Kilpatrick, instead of 25 if you're convicted of second-degree murder.
You'll get laughed out of the grand jury first. We're done here. Come on.
Heck of a lawyer. She's using us to grind Redfield's face into the ground.
If he committed fraud, it wouldn't be a waste of our time.
I don't like to be manipulated.
All of a sudden, you don't need Miss Atkins' testimony to convict her client.
6 months in Rikers for contempt will compel her testimony.
You hope.
Her client is guilty of murder. We're supposed to let her off with 3 years and help her gouge her husband for alimony?
You'll get over it.
We've opened an investigation into Messrs. Redfield and Kilpatrick, and we'll make a sentence recommendation for Mrs. Kilpatrick.
I don't understand what's going on here.
Didn't Mr. Behrens explain it to you?
Yes, but I didn't kill Dr. Burke.
Molly, it's best we just listen for now.
You're up, Miss Atkins.
I'm sorry, Molly. They're forcing me to do this. You have to understand that Molly was driven to it by her husband, by his lawyer's unconscionable tactics. If it weren't for them, she wouldn't be on medication. She wouldn't be here. When she came to my office on Tuesday, she was beside herself. She was fixated on the annulments. She felt that the church and Dr. Burke in particular were aligned against her. She said, I'll kill her if that's what it takes to change her mind.
No, Sheila, why are you telling them this?
I'm sorry.
No, I didn't say that.
You'd taken a lot of pills. You didn't know what you were saying. I never thought you'd go through with it.
No. It can't be true.
And joining the Catholic Church. I thought it was a non-starter.
First Amendment separation of church and state. I'm surprised Judge Coffer even scheduled a hearing.
You'll be more surprised to learn there's actual case law on this. Ms. Atkins wasn't completely out in left field.
Her petition had merit?
Her brief argued the annulment had civil repercussions, namely the illegitimacy of Ms. Kilpatrick's son, which can be held to be defaming and injurious to someone who's not a party to the ecclesiastic proceedings. She even quoted Blackstone.
How did Judge Coffer rule?
If Ms. Atkins hadn't withdrawn her petition, I could tell you.
When did she do that?
The day before the hearing.
Son of a bitch. She withdrew her petition right after the murder because it was moot. Because she knew Burke's evaluation had been destroyed. Because she did it. She knew the annulment would be stalled.
Maybe she knew because Molly Kilpatrick told her.
Then why didn't Atkins tell us? She killed Burke, Jamie. That whole business with the ethics committee. We were conned. She framed her own client.
She withdrew a petition 2 days after a killing. It's not much to hang a murder charge on.
She talked an innocent woman into 3 years in jail. Maybe she'll talk herself into 25 to life.
Your client's going to prison and you're doing a victory dance.
Why shouldn't I? I earn my fees in divorce court. Criminal law is not my bag. So, do we have a deal?
I tell you what, Sheila, I like everything about it except the $1.5 million. Let me propose another figure. 0.
What the hell are you talking about?
I found this in my file. Your petition for an injunction against the Archdiocese. It looks so promising. I called Judge Coffer's clerk to find out what happened to it. Imagine my surprise when I was told that you withdrew it 2 days after Burke was killed.
Of course. Without her report, the annulment is dead in its tracks.
Nobody knew the report was erased, except the person who erased it. That would be you, Sheila.
Did somebody put drugs in your protein shake?
Fine. I'll just walk this over to one Hogan Place and see what McCoy makes out of it. Or you get your client to consent to the annulment for no money, and you withdraw the fraud complaint.
You bastard. I had you beat.
In your dreams. I beat you on child support, on visitation.
One extra dinner a month. Kilpatrick had to double her clothing allowance.
I was planning to do that anyway. You just can't stand to lose.
And you know exactly how to lose. You're an expert at it.
You're worse than my kids.
You're going to get a crash course in losing, because you're going to prison for murder. I'm taking this to McCoy.
All right, you win. You'll have her consent tomorrow. Just don't do anything stupid, please.
Miss Atkins?
What is this?
Turn around.
What are you doing?
You're under arrest for murder.
Better start making criminal law your bag, Ms. Atkins.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can't be.
I practically begged Dr. Burke to reconsider her evaluation, even just to delay it for a few weeks, and she refused. I was furious. After 2.5 years, to think that I could lose. And we struggled, and I stabbed her with a pair of scissors, and then I erased the report from her computer.
And your statements to the district attorney regarding Miss Kilpatrick?
I lied. And I apologized to her. She trusted me with everything. She gave me a free hand in how I handled her divorce. I tried to defend her rights. I'm sorry.
You killed my wife to win a divorce case, and you're sorry!